to be a past recipient of the George R. Look Memorial Award. The George R. Look Memorial Award is presented to a member in good standing of the Central Zone Referees Committee who best exemplifies the parameters set out when the award was first initiated in the memory of George Look. George Look was a firefighter with the Calgary City Fire Department, and he was also official in our zone. He died in the line of duty fighting a fire on New Year's Eve in 1980. He had traded shifts with a fellow firefighter so that firefighter could be at home with some family that was there visiting, and he was able to attend with them. George exhibited this kind of service and dedication not only to his job as a firefighter, but also to the zone. It's from these characteristics that the George Look Award came to be. Using these criteria, a member of the zone is chosen each year by the past recipients of the George Look Award to be presented this prestigious award. As in each year, there was a number of quality individuals nominated, and from these individuals, there was numerous rounds of voting, and a recipient was chosen. This year's meeting to determine the winner was a spirited and debate-filled affair. However, all in attendance in the meeting agreed that this year's winner was a great choice. When I was doing research on this individual's officiating history, I went back to try and talk to some of his colleagues from when he first started. One of the best quotes I got from one of about this year's winner was a good quote. It was, "Well, the early morning cold games could bring out the best in him. Those white roping gloves sure stood out from him from the rest of us on the ice, but you could tell he was going to be in there for the long haul." So I'd just like to thank Jesus Christ for that great quote, because this guy's been around since Jesus was a Lamb's Corporal anyway. I also went back to Wayne and Dave to see if they could actually determine when this year's winner actually first started with officiating with the zone. Wayne was no help, as he said the information on the system didn't go back that far. And even Ganley said he was no help because he'd lost the instructions to his Commodore 64 where the information was stored on. So I tried to go back even further, but the museum wouldn't allow me to get access to the stone tablets where the information was kept. So this year's winner actually really displays the keys that the George Look Award is based on. He's given uncountable hours to his community, including being a town councillor and the current mayor. He's a rancher and a community leader that has spearheaded many of the improvements to the town's local facilities. He's taken on every role that a person can take on with the local referee association, has dedicated himself to the improvement of young officials. In fact, one of our officials here brought a good story about this year's winner when he first started, and he remembers learning about the Nat and one-man rule, where it's a system of refereeing where you start working a game, and halfway through the first period, the official just leaves, so you have to do the rest of the period by yourself. And when they come back and you ask what happened, they just say, call it nature. So I'm very honored to pass on the George R. Look Memorial Award to a very deserving individual, a strong community member, and someone that exemplifies the qualities of this award that we all should aspire to. John Blake.